let's go ahead and get started. It is time for our beginner HIIT. Make your way to your mat. I'll get my timer started. We're going to start with a dynamic warm up. We're going to stand with our feet right outside of our hips. And then you're going to slowly fold forward to reach for the toes. Tucking the chin and looking behind you. You want to make sure you feel the back of the legs kind of wake up. Hang here for just a second. It's a mobility, not a long stretch. So then turn your heels out, your heels in and your toes out, and sit into a deep squat. If you need to sit supported, you can lean forward for support in this squat. Otherwise, kind of sit the chest tall. And if you like, press the elbows to the insides of the knees and open up the hips a little bit wider. Maybe sway side to side if this feels good. Mobility, we're going to help the joints get ready for all of this work. We're going to get the heart rate going to pump some blood to the muscles so that they're nice and warm for the workout. And then we'll get into block one. Reach the right hand high and find a twist. We want to open up the chest and wake up the spine. Really reach behind you and take your gaze to the fingers in the air. Good, bring it down, left hand high. Twist and reach. Good, bring it down, hips high, toes point forward, slowly roll to the top, stretching out the spine on the way up. And when you get there, we're gonna roll the shoulders back, down and forward. Good, again, forward fold, reach for the toes. We're warming up the spine and the back of the legs. Pull the heels in, toes out, and slowly sit into that squat to wake up those hips. Take a little sway side to side if that feels good. If you need support here, bring the hands out in front and just lean into the hands. Do what your body needs. And then reach the right arm high, finding a twist. Maybe you reach a little bit further this time. Waking up the chest, the shoulder, and the spine. Good, bring it down, left hand high. Good, bring that hand down, lift the hips high, point the toes forward, and then slowly roll up. Stretching out the spine and the back on the way up. Shoulders up, back, and down. Good. Keep the feet right where they are underneath the hips. And then we're going to step out to the side. You're going to push your hips back, drop into a lunge by bending one knee, and make sure that that knee stays behind that toe. If you let that knee fall over the front of that toe, it's going to cause a lot of pain here. So anytime you're in a lunge, look down at that knee and make sure it's behind the toe. Stay here for just a second. We're going to wake up that thigh. Good. Step it to the center, and then we're going to the other side. Step it out. Hips back, bend that knee. Here's your lunge. Check the alignment, making sure we're not pushing that knee over the toe, and then step it in. This time we're going to go for a reach. Find a lunge, and then point the fingers to the floor and raise them up by the ears. We're activating the core and the shoulders. Good. Step it into center. Out to the side, hips back, bend that knee for your lunge, and when you're ready, find your reach. Reaching those arms up, turning the shoulders on, the core on. Good. One more time to each side. We've got some lateral lunges. Tonight, we are warming up for the exercises we are doing. Back to the other side. Last one. Find that reach. Good. Bring it to the back of your mat. We're going to warm up for these inchworms we have in class tonight by folding forward. Bend the knees slightly and let the chest connect to the thighs. And then let the hands connect to the mat and walk it out to a plank. We've got some planks tonight. With the warm up for what we're going to do so our body is ready. Hold this here. If you need to modify, just drop to the knees for the second and then walk it right back in. We're going to slowly roll to the top. Big shoulder roll up, back, and down. Again, forward fold, bending the knees and connecting the chest to the thighs. Walk it out to your plank. If you need to immediately drop to the knees, that's okay. Hold here for just a second. And then bend the knees and walk it back in. Slow roll to the top, shoulder roll up, back and down once you get there. Good. Step to the center of your mat. Last move for our mobility before we get in to the agility. Balance on the right leg and draw that left knee high. Pull the toe back towards the face and hang here for some balance. We're going to swing that knee out to the side, around to the back, and drop it right behind you and take it for a lunge. We're going to twist to the right. Hold this twist. You're going to feel a nice stretch in that front left hip. Good, step it in. Right knee high, balance on the left foot. If you need to come down and readjust, that's perfectly fine. Just hold the balance and then swing that knee out to the side, around to the back, find your lunge, and then find your twist. Feel that stretch in the hip again. Good, bring it in. Again, one more time on each side. Lift the left knee high, hold. Good, swing it out and around to the back. Drop that foot down and find the lunge, and then twist to the right. Good, step it in, last one. Lift that right knee high and hold, find your balance. And then swing the knee out to the side, to the back. Drop the knee down and twist. Good job, shake out the legs. We went through some mobility, now we're gonna go into some agility. We wanna get the heart rate up gradually. And we've got 4 minutes that we're gonna work on that. We are gonna use our mat like it's a ladder, like one of those ladders that you see at workout places or on the sport field. Our first move is going to be a heel tap. So we're gonna tap the heel to the outside of the mat and then bring it back in, like a little bit of a hop. You're gonna tap the heel out and in. We're gonna go 15 seconds of that in 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Tap the heel one at a time and swing the arms. You're just bringing the heel to the outside of your mat. We're here for 5 more seconds, and then we're gonna switch the move up. 3, 2, 1. We have an out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in, just like it sounds. Step to the outside of your mat, and then step to the inside. Out, out, in, out, out, in, up and down the mat for 3, 2, 1. Good. Turn to face. We're just going to shuffle from side to side. Shuffle the feet from one side of the mat to the other. Slowly getting the heart rate going. Good. We've got a pogo. Feet underneath the hips. Pop off of the tiptoes. Slight bend in the knee and get those elbows driving back. Last move of this sequence. All right, good. Start over. Heel taps. We've got 3 more rounds just like that. Now we know the moves. The transitions will be smoother. And 3, 2, 1. We've got out, out, in. Find yourself at the end of your mat. Out, out, in. Jump outside of the mat and then jump in. 1 foot at a time. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We've got that lateral shuffle to one side and then to the other. Just a little hop. Shuffle over and then go to the other side for 3, 2, 1. Hit that pogo. 15 seconds. Bounce off the ball of the foot and drive the elbows back. For 3, 2, 1, and let's start it over. 2 more rounds. Gradually getting that heart rate up. We got heel taps. For 3, 2, and 1, find that out, out, in. Out, out, in. 1 foot and then the other. Outside the mat. And then inside, up and down. 3, 2, 1. Find your lateral shuffle from one side of the mat to the other. Heart rate's getting up. 3, 2, 1. Let's do that pogo. We're almost there. Drive the elbows back and bounce off the ball of the foot. 3, 2, 1. Last round, start with the heel taps. We've got 1 minute to get that heart rate high. Challenge yourself. 3, 2, 1. We've got out, out, in. Last one, best one. Out, out, in. For 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Find that lateral shuffle. Shuffle to one side of the mat and then the other. Good. For 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Give me that last pogo. This is it. 15 seconds. I want that heart rate high. Maybe you bounce a little bit higher. Swing those elbows a little bit harder. And relax. Whew, how did we do? Anyone wearing an Apple Watch or a Fitbit? Whew, good. If you're breathing heavy, that's a good indication that your heart rate got up. We're gonna take a second to let it come down. High intensity interval training. High intensity for intervals. We don't keep our heart rate at max or close to it the entire time for multiple reasons. Just a couple of seconds. The more conditioned you become, the less time it will take for that heart rate to come down. I'm going to demonstrate our first block of work. We have an alternating lateral lunge. You're going to step out into that lateral lunge that we practice in the warm-up, and then you're going to step in. We're going to alternate side to side. Now, you can stay up top to make it a little bit easier. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you'll tap right on that inside of the foot, side to side. We've got an inchworm. We're going to drop the knees for a push-up. We've got a high knee skip, and we've got a squat pop. We're doing all of these together. I'll offer modifications along the way. Let's start in 10 seconds. We're going 30 seconds of each move all the way through, and then we'll take a long break. We need that heart rate to get all the way up. And we'll take a break to let it come down. Are we ready? Let's go in 5. In 3, in 2, and in 1. Let's go. We're going for that lateral lunge. Now, if you're taking the challenge, you're going to reach the hand all the way for the floor, pushing those hips back, making sure that knee isn't protruding over the toe. 15 seconds, halfway there. If you need to make it a little bit easier, you just stay up right here and swing the arms front to back for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it to the back of your mat. We're going right into our next move. We've got that inchworm that we practiced in our warm-up. Once you get there, drop the knees, lower all the way down to the ground, and then push it up, back to the feet. Walk the hands in and slowly come to the top. Forward fold, walk it out. We have 10 seconds, release to the ground, push off the ground, lift the knees, walk the hands in for 3, 2, 1. Good, we got 2 full. Let's keep it going. We have a high knee skip. Start at the back of your mat, and you're gonna skip. Nice and easy, all the way down your mat, and then back. 15 seconds. Second round will feel easier because you'll know what we're doing. Drive the knee. Swing the arm for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more move. 30 seconds and we'll take a break. Feet underneath the hips. Jump them out and tap the ground in the middle. Jump in, jump out, in and out. 15 seconds, you can do it. If you need a modification, stay here. No jumping, just body weight squats. Wherever your body feels good, that's where you are. For 3, 2, and 1, shake it out. Grab a drink. Let's let that heart rate come down. Good job. Reconnect to that breath. Towel off, whatever you need to do. We're going to take 45 seconds and let that heart rate come down. If your heart rate is still high at the end of that 45 seconds, take a longer break. Jump in when you can. We have 3 rounds of each block of work. So we're doing what we just did 2 more times. Back to the top. With the alternating lunge, we've got 10 seconds. I love interval training. I get to work really hard and then I get a nice break. In 5 seconds, we're starting that lunge. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Out to the side. Now the challenge is to push the hips back and reach the hand all the way for the floor. If you're modifying, you're going to lunge and reach the arms, one in front and one behind. More than halfway there. We've got 10 seconds. Push the hips back. Watch that knee that it doesn't go over the toe. For 3, 2, and 1. Take it to the back of your mat. We're going straight into inchworms, forward fold. Walk it out, find your plank. Drop to the knees, slowly lower to the floor, slowly push up, lift the knees and walk it in. Stand tall. Again, fold. Walk it out, drop to the knees, slow release down, slow push, come back, walking the hands in and stand. Good. Moving on to the high knee skip. Just like so. Pop off the toe, drive the knee high, down the mat, and then take it back. The hands go cheek to cheek. Find that skip. 10 seconds. You got it. 3, 2, and 1. We've got our squat pops. Are we ready? Let's go. Here's the challenge. Jump in and out, tapping the floor with the hand. If you need to modify, keep the feet out wide, body weight squat and reach for the floor. 10 seconds. Find your challenge. For 3, 2, last 1. Good, shake it out. Nice job. Big deep breaths. Good work, guys. We're gonna take 30 seconds, 45, depending on what it takes your heart rate to come down. Big deep breaths. We got it. 30 seconds on the clock. Long, slow, deep breaths. Grab some water if you need it, towel off, whatever you need to do. We have one more round, just like that. This is the pro round. Now you know what you're doing. Bust it out, challenge yourself. Don't forget to modify and take a rest if you need it. We have less than 10 seconds. We're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're lunging. Last round, best round. You can take the challenge, touching the hand to the floor as you enter that lunge, or you can stay high. Just find a really good lunge, pushing those hips back. More than halfway there. We have 10 seconds. Keep that chest up. You're gonna have a forward lean. Just don't let that chest fall to the floor. And take it to the back of your mat. We have inchworms. We know we can get 2 of these. Walk it out, knees down, slow release, slow push, walk it in. Stand tall. You gotta get 1 more in, walk it out. Slow release down, slow push, walk it in. Stand tall. Good, I finished that one quick. 3, 2, 1, we have high knee skips. Up the mat and back. Drive the knee high and the palms go cheek to cheek. Nice little hops. Halfway there, 15 seconds. Five, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Squat pops, are we ready? This is it. Jump it out and in. If the jump doesn't work, stay right here with the body weight squat. Push the hips back, Sit low. Keep that heart showing to me. Good, 10 seconds. Find your challenge. Don't be afraid to modify. 3, 2, 1, and shake it out. Nice job, guys. Take a break, grab water, towel off, catch your breath. We're gonna move into block 2. It's our last big block of work. We're gonna do a reverse lunge. We're gonna go 30 seconds on the right side. We'll do 30 seconds on the left side. We have a Slo-Mo Burpee. We did this the last time I saw you guys. It's very effective. We want to be strong from every position we're in. Getting up off the ground is important. Slo-Mo Burpee. We have a jump forward to a back pedal. Those are our 3 moves. We're going 30 seconds each, and then we'll take a short break to let the heart rate come down. And we've got 3 rounds. Let's go. Find yourself with that right leg going back into a lunge. Now, as you come forward, if you can, kick that leg out long and reach with the left hand to meet that foot. If you can't, maybe you just drive the knee. And if you need to, you can stay right here with the reverse lunge. We have 10 seconds. Maybe you try all 3 modifications. 3, 2, 1. Immediately, let's go to the other side. The left foot goes back. Find your lunge. And maybe you're going to kick that leg out long. Reach for it with the opposite hand. If that's too difficult, maybe you drive the knee up. Lunge into that high knee. If that doesn't work, just step the foot in and then step it right back into the lunge. For 3, 2, and 1. Shake those knees out. We've got a Slo-Mo Burpee. Bend the knees, reach the hands for the floor and step back. Step in and reach tall. Again, hands down. Try to keep your hips low. Step the feet back, step them in and reach. We have 10 seconds. Let's get one more. Step back, step in and reach. And 3, 2, 1. We've got a jump forward. So I want you to push the hips back, spring forward, and then back pedal. Again, hips back, arms back. Spring forward, land soft, and then back pedal. If that doesn't work, I want you to jog forward and jog back. We have 10 seconds. Maybe you mix it up and do a couple of each. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Take a breather. First round is the learning round. Second round, you can pick it up a notch. Third round, profesh. Are we ready? No, we're not. Heart rate's high. Big deep breaths. Let's take 30 more seconds. Let that heart rate come down. So the reverse lunge, you're either kicking out at the top, you're going to drive the knee, or you're just going to step into center. Whatever works for you. We got 10 seconds. We're going 30 on the left, 30 on the right, and then 30 on the left. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Reverse lunge with the right leg. Maybe you kick out. Different modification is the high knee or just the tap in. Maybe you do one of each. I kind of like that combination. Get that lunge. We're more than halfway there. Maybe you drive the knee. Maybe you just step it in. For 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Give the knees a little shake, and then we're going right in. Left side. Maybe you just drive the knee. Maybe you kick. Maybe you just bring it to center. Whatever feels good to you. If you get off balance, reset yourself and then restart. We have 10 seconds. Stay with me. For 3, whoo. If you get off balance, squeeze the core and relax. Are we ready? We got that slow-mo burpee. Slowly bend the knees, reach for the floor, and then step the feet back. Step them in and reach. Back down. Bending at the knees each time. That deep squat we were sitting in, imagine being low. And reach. Let's go. One more. Very good. We have the jump forward or the jog forward, whatever works for you. Last 30 seconds, we'll take a break. Jog it back. Jump forward, jog it back. If that jump doesn't work, just take it forward and back. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Whew. Catch your breath. That might be the highest my heart rate's gotten so far. Nice job. Grab some water. Towel off. Catch the breath. We have one more round. And then we have a little mini block for some planks before we go and stretch it out. Check in with that heart rate. How does it feel? Can you hold a conversation? If you need more time, take it. We're gonna go about 7 seconds, starting with that right foot. Going back into a lunge. 3, 2, 1, let's go. And you don't have to go fast. You can take your time here. High intensity doesn't mean you need to be running high knees the whole time. I want you to be safe and learn the proper form. So take your time. We have 5 seconds. Shake it out. We're going back to the left side. Last round of lunges. Again, do what feels right for you. Maybe you're just bringing the foot to the center. Maybe you're driving the knee, or maybe you're kicking out. We're more than halfway there. We've got 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. We've got that slow-mo burpee. Reach for the floor. Bend the knees and drop the hips, and then step back. Step in and stand tall. Maybe you reach overhead. Back down and back up. Reach. Again. Last one. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. You got it. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Just for a second, take it to the back. My heart rate is high, so I'm going to take that jog forward and jog back. If you're challenging, maybe you're taking that forward bound jump with the back pedal. We're almost there. We got 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Whew. Big deep breaths. Take a nice athletic position here to find your breath. My favorite, resting my hands on my knees, letting my rib cage have just enough room to expand and contract fully so that I can take big breaths. Nice job. We have a little, I would say, mini block of work before we get into our stretching to finish class. It's less than 5 minutes. It's, let's say, we're going to go 2 minutes. How about that? A 2-minute plank challenge, and then we'll stretch for the rest of class. Now, I'll offer modifications for these planks, so have no fear. We're going to do a low plank on the forearms. We're going to do a side plank on the right. We're going to do a high plank with the palms down, and then we'll do a side plank on the left. We're going to go 30 seconds of each of those. That's 2 minutes. We're going to modify if we need to by putting our knees down onto the ground. And then we're going to stay down for a long cool down stretch. If you guys are ready, meet me down in that low plank position. If your heart rate's still super high and you need to take some more time, please do so. Otherwise, meet me in your low plank, down on the forearms. Elbows are right underneath the hips, and you can be right here on the knees as long as the neck is in line with the spine. And if you can, I want you to lift into a plank position. I've started the clock. We have 30 seconds. Now, if you need to have the knees down, that's okay. No judgment. Just check in with the spine, making sure the neck is in line with the spine all the way down to the sacrum. We have 15 seconds, less than. We've got 10 seconds. You can do it. Hold. Pull those shoulder blades apart. Press through the elbows. For 3, 2, 1, let's roll it on over to that right side. If you're modifying, you're going to leave that right knee down to the mat. Here's my side plank modified. Don't let that neck hang. Keep the neck in line with the spine. Reach the arm up over top. We have 10 seconds. You can hold it. Maybe you're in that full side plank. I'm going to join you. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it to the front. Come to a high plank. Palms are underneath the shoulders. Feet are outside of the hips. If you need to modify, come right here. Drop to the knees and hold. Give me what you got. We've got 10 seconds. You can do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down to that left elbow. Maybe you're modifying with that left knee down. The right arm comes high. This is our last 30 seconds, and then we're going to stretch it out. We've got 15. Hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it to a tabletop position. Push the hips back to the heels and just set in this elongated tabletop. If it feels good, you can bring the forehead down to the mat and just take a second. Let the heart rate come down. Just let the body relax. Big, deep breaths. Very good. Slowly come back to that tabletop position. And we're going to step the knees back and slowly lower the hips to the mat. Now, if this position hurts your low back, you can come down to the forearms. If this is okay for you, bring the gaze forward, roll the shoulders down and back, and open up that chest. Take a big, deep inhale in and stretch out all the way through the front side of the body. Try that again. Big, deep breath in. Feel the entire core elongate. One more time. Inhale, nice, big, deep breath. Good. On that exhale, lift the hips, tuck the toes, and let's take it to a down dog and stretch out those legs. Let's bend the left knee and straighten the right as we press that right heel towards the mat. Push through the palms and press that upper body closer to the legs. Stretching out through the sides, underneath the arms, and finding a nice stretch along the back of that right leg. Good, let's switch it up. Bending the right knee, straightening the left, pressing that left heel down towards the mat. Feel the stretch go all the way up the back of that left leg. Press to the palms. Press the chest closer to the legs. Good, let's slowly walk the feet in. Keep a forward fold. Tuck the chin. Looking behind you, let's wrap the forearms around the legs, grabbing onto each arm, and just pull the chest closer to the thighs. Press the hips high, feeling the stretch in both hamstrings. Very good. Bring the fingertips to the mat. Slowly bend the knees and sit into a deep squat. Hang here for just a second. And then bring the arms behind you to help yourself to a seat. We're going to slowly roll back. And just as much time as we spent with our heart rate high, we're going to bring our heart rate low. Let's bring the knees to the chest and hug them in. Take a slow rock side to side, massaging out the low back. No matter how hard it is to get yourself to come to a workout, it always feels good after. Let's let the right leg go long, keeping that left knee into the chest, maybe pulling it out a little bit to the side so you can squeeze it in a little tighter. Good, let's bend that right leg and put the foot on the floor and let that left ankle come to the top of the right knee. Once it gets there, you're gonna lift that right foot off the mat and draw that left shin closer to your chest. You're gonna feel a nice stretch in the glutes. We use those in the reverse lunges, in the lateral lunge, in the squat pop. Nice, long, slow stretches after your workouts to the muscles that did the work. We've got just a couple more minutes for this stretch. It's super important that we stretch out before we go about the rest of our day. So hang with me. Enjoy this moment to just relax. Good, let's switch sides. Left leg goes long, right knee comes into the chest for a squeeze. Maybe pull it underneath the armpit and squeeze it in really tight. Good, bend the left knee, put that foot to the floor, and then cross the right ankle over the left knee. Once you get there, you're gonna lift that left foot off of the mat and pull that right shin close to the chest, finding your stretch in the outside of that right glute. The right hip is where you want to feel the stretch. Maybe you're feeling the stretch on the inner thigh on the right side. I'm feeling it a little bit there. That's okay. Those lateral lunges get you. Very good. Slowly release that. Let's bring the soles of the feet to touch and let the knees fall out. Relax the hands to the belly, close the eyes. Just take a second. Let gravity do this stretch for you as you take a moment to just relax. One more round of breath. If you want to stay here longer, feel free. Otherwise, bring the knees to the center. Slowly rock and roll your way up to a seat. And take a moment before you stand to Just catch your bearings. It was very good to see you all here in class tonight. So good to be back. Beginner HIIT. I hope you broke a sweat. I was dripping onto the mat. We know we got that heart rate up. I will see you guys next time.